Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Benin Technical College Old Student Association, North America, donate 20 HP computer and 2 photocopy industrial printer to Benin Technical College to support the good work wey the Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki don do for the school. And the person wey dey here with them, his name na Apostle Alfred Uyinosa, the man wey dey talk am as e be. So make I leave you, make you hear from them. The reason why they give this support to Godwin Obaseki. Enjoy the video.
He's also a director in the Ministry of Science and Technology. As a college, we are answerable to almost, at least our usual situation, we are answerable to two ministries as a college, Science and Technology and Education. So we are directly answerable to Ministry of Education. I think beyond my principal is honorably seated. He is going to give the welcome speech shortly. We'll come to him later. The old students, North America, and Nigeria, and Benin, all the parties are here present. I want to welcome all the old students. I will request that an appointee from the old students quickly do an introduction of the old students here. Can somebody please do that for us?
Good afternoon, everybody. Let me stand on the district protocol. We are members of the Benin Technical College President of the Benin branch, alongside the North America and Canada branch that is in charge of what we're doing here today. What we intend doing here today is a giving some token back to our alma mater. That is the main reason why we are here. Seated here with our president, executive of the Benin branch, and the North American and Canada branches. They will be presented by this team people seated at the front. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I was expecting, I was told that there are some very high profile old students and there is very senior retired staff of this institution, I guess. I don't know, Mr. Principal will handle that session for us. So please, I'm not disregarding those who are here present. So staff and students of the Science and Technical College, we want to invite our principal to continue from here. Let's put our hands together for our principal.
My Honorable Chairman, Board of Technical and Vocational Education. My representative of the Honorable Commission, Ministry of Science and Technology, Director of Technical Education, Engineer Quebo, my Honorable First Member of the Board, then Acting Chairman of the Board, Director of Statistics, Board for Technical and Vocational Education, my humble Director of Schools, Ministry of Board for Technical and Vocational Education, my humble Vice Principal, our daddy and our papa, very handsome man those days, and he is even very handsome. Very humble man, a man of integrity, a man that served Ministry of Education years without blemish meritorious service. He put all the best. He was one of the pioneer vice principal of this great college, Benin Technical College, now Government Science and Technical College. He was in various capacity as principal of most technical colleges in this state, and most of the teachers that are vice principal directors here with me today can attest to that. He was a father, very meeky. He never hurt any of his students, much less the teachers. That is the man I highly respected, and I'm very glad to see him here. And I have the call from America that he will be here representing them, that sometimes he was with them in America for a visit. Daddy Papa Pogosi, you are welcome, sir. Our mommy, she was also here with us some couple of days ago to also present to us and declare the fantastic occasion of the old students of this great college, England, who supplied and gave to us some 10 computers and printers. She was here in the capacity to present them, and mommy, you are highly welcome. Yeah. I'm also here. We also have here a woman, an educationist, a first-class principal. Our mommy, you know, we have schools, and we have schools that are our schools in this country. She is also an old student of this college, Benin Technical College, and that is why we are very proud anywhere we go. And sometimes when I'm going, I'm always putting on the cap of this great college. That's why I'm not a product of this school, but today I'm the end user, and we are the end users of all what we have, of what we have received so much from this great caliber and men of this great college that are flying higher in places globally in this great country, Nigeria and beyond. Our mommy, she is a respected woman and a first-class principal of Federal Government College, Benin City. I'm very sorry. I don't want to take much of our time before we declare the occasion open. I will leave most of my topic here for my great chairman, an educationist. He was a vice principal of St. David's College, Alumni. He will do all the talking while I will look and sit to consume and learn more from him. Also here with him too, before I come to the caliber of people here, is Honorable Monde Ibinije, first member of Board for Technical and Vocational Education. You can see behind the executive mayor here, our shining and smiling and sparkling like the morning stars, who ensure that we, as parents and teachers of this great college, before His Excellency came aboard, who have been sustaining this college in terms of amenity, rest room, what we call toilet building, chairs. Because before our governor came in, we were almost sitting in the bed floor. As it's raining, we are finding where to hide. The teachers know where to sit. There was no convenient place for students. The old students of this great college here in Benin City and in America and in Great Britain, they have been of significant help to us that make us be learning in a conducive atmosphere here before His Excellency Enougase Etwa Godwin Obaseki came in on a rescue mission to this great college, Government Science and Technical College. My old students, you are highly welcome, sir, and I will continue to respect you and I will continue to adore you, because when I was a vice principal, academic vice principal students, I said you have always been doing much for us, even before now that as a principal, and God will continue to bless you. We are here today celebrating something that is very unique that we hear from the chairman of this occasion. Please, you are highly welcome, my humble teachers, my students. I want all of us to listen attentively and why we behave and continue to be good behavior and continue to be a good teacher we are in this great institution. I thank you and you are all welcome.
Well, I want to say this is a very special occasion, and I think this occasion is made possible by this team of personnel. So first, let me look at it from this way. While we respect all protocols, usually in an occasion like this, I would expect that the president of the Old Students Association is represented before by you. You don't. That's what I'm saying. But normally you have to. Thank you.
You know, my voice is not like the men's voice. How about not using bedroom voice? Do I have to shout? I want everybody to hear. Are you getting my back? So, Chairman, sir, Board of Technical Education. We also have other members of the board. And we have our very first vice principal, Mr. Pogosin. We have the Commissioner for Science and Technology, the principal of this great institution, our special guests. We also have fellow alumni. You can see that we're all well decked and they're all behind. And then a great friend. We were classmates Harvard in 1974 when we came into this institution. Mrs. Dolly Ekata. I am representing the president, Mr. Martin Idebudia, the president of the North American chapter of the BENIN Technical College Old Students Association. We all know that what is happening now is not easy for anybody to travel on account of COVID-19. But before then, let me recognize my principal, my vice principal. Once a vice principal, always a vice principal. Is that not? Yes. I remember when we used to be in school, very vibrant vice principal. There was a principal, but the fear of Mr. Pogosin was the beginning of what? Usually he does not walk alone. When he's moving with a cane. And that cane is what has shaped us today. Those of us who had the opportunity of growing under him, we know that when you see Mr. Peopleson coming, you have an intention to do evil. Nobody will tell you. You will divert and then begin to do it. He was such a strict man, took us as his own children, always anxious over us. I remember one day, myself and my friend wanted to go to town because then boarding school was compulsory. We were not allowed to go to town. So we wanted to go to town because to pick some provisions. And we needed to have this permission to go to town. And the permission is only given by the almighty Mr. Pogosin. So after I said, okay, what you will do, you use Vaseline, rub your eyes. Now you pretend you can see they're not well. Because we are allowed to go to town to the hospital. If somebody is sick, they say, okay, go to the hospital. So she rubbed her face, everything. I was not there saying, sorry. She was saying, hey, sorry. All we needed was the permission.
How is this answer for you people?
So that day we got to the principal's office. I said, hey, wait, don't do yourself. When we got there, one look at us and said, what is wrong with all of you? Come back to your classroom, come back to your classroom. He said, we don't come back to your classroom. So when we are going, I said, you really crying? No, we started fighting ourselves. If we were really crying and falling down, maybe you would have given us the permission to go to town. Because then we are allowed to go to town just once in a month. That was the outing day. So sir, that cane you use, shaping us. Today I'm a professor. Of what you have made, that foundation. So students, when you see your principal and Mr. Obasui carrying the cane, it's for your own good. Today I'm what I am. He's not getting my salary. You see? I'm the one getting my pay, but he raised us up. So students, when you see your teachers with cane, it's not out of hatred. It's actually to shaping your future. I want to thank these great pals you see here. They call themselves the great pals. No, the great pals.
The great good pals.
The great good, yeah. The great good pals. These are the set that graduated 1992, 92, 93. Anytime we are coming here for presentation, these are not people who are not working. They leave their places of assignment, their places of work, they leave their offices and they come here to identify with us. We cannot thank you enough. What do you give them boza or do we give them the hand? Thank you so much. This is not the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, the fifth time I have come to this school to make a presentation. I was the first elected president of Vitekosa in 2016. And when I took over mantle of leadership, we visited the school and discovered that a lot had happened. Classes were dilapidated, no chairs, no tables. I think Mr. Basti is here to testify to that. Some of the classes you have up to 150 students. They will sit down so close to the blackboard. And when we saw it, we had to now begin to motivate ourselves. What can we do for our alma mater? And then we started working. We made chairs for all the classrooms. A lot of things. Toilets, there were no toilets. We built a battery of toilets. A lot of things we did, I cannot begin to enumerate. And then we also went into individuals. I remember this North American chapter. This North American chapter deserves our applause. A wonderful chapter. They are not here. Their children are not here, but they are anxious over this institution. The first thing they did was that they contributed money to furnish at least 6 classrooms with chairs and tables. I said that was not enough. They said, one day I visited, I saw a student. He was not writing, and I asked, why not writing? He doesn't have notebooks. And I made it known to the North American chapter. They now provided 10,000 notebooks to the students. Each student had at least 6 notebooks. Every student in the school. I said that was not enough. Some students will graduate and they don't have the wherewithal. You know, when you come to a technical school, the idea is for you to live here and go and become what? Self-employed. Is that not? Yes. That is the idea of a technical college. When you come here, you do your vocational training for 3 years. You're not supposed to live here to start to go and do sociology. That's not the idea. It is that when you come here under the welding department, when you live here, you go and set up your welding workshop. Is that not? Yes. And when you set up your welding workshop, you can even begin to employ 1 assistant, 2 assistants. Before you know, you are already an employer of what? So when we saw that some of the students, is that when they graduate, they just sit at home. So we said, okay, why not endow or do a kind of a startup kit for these students? Some of them, the less privileged. Let's give them startup tools. Then we give the assignment to the principal, then Mrs. Mafido. Look at all the departments. Let us know what will it cost a student to leave the school and go and start up his or her own business. What are the major tools they require? They gave us a list. Mechanical, electrical, catering department, what and all the departments. And then this chapter in North America, they bought equipment, a startup tool equipment for the students. They bought equipment individually for different departments. Somebody benefited. Some took away gas cookers, those that were from the catering school. Others from welding, they had the welding machine and all of that. So that when you live here, have something to start your business. And I said that was not enough. They came again with the idea of these computers. Actually to support our wait and see governor. Don't you love our governor? Yes. I so much love that governor. Because he was the first governor that came to this school when he saw the state of the dilapidation. He called the old students association and I led that team to his office. First time I'm entering the governor's office. When we entered, we started to discuss. He's the father. We started to discuss how do we move this place forward and all of that. We shared, you know, he gave us assignment and all of that. And today, I would say the rest is history. Because we are here, this place is to be a football field, and it swung into action. And this is just the beginning. This is what? The beginning. Because he's still going to do more for this school. Because this is the heartbeat of any government. Creating employment, making people employable, giving them skills to live, to go and make their own livelihood. And this is, let me not put in quote, a skill acquisition what? School or center. Like I said last time I came, when we hear people talking about carpenters or talking about people to do POP, we don't look for Nigerians. Who do we look for? People from Togo. We say bring the Togolese, then they do it better. Bring people from wherever, they do it better. When what time they say, no means I will call one Togo person for you. Enough is what? Enough. If you come here and you are well equipped, because that is going to be, like I believe, probably the next phase. 6 months training and you begin to turn them out to go out there and do what they know, what they are taught to do. Let me not talk too much, sorry. Our honorable chairman, I said let me not talk too much because you know as a teacher when you begin to talk, you know they talk, let me go. So I want to believe that this is not, like I said, severally I have come here to make presentation. But this one now is from North America. And I wish Idemudia himself was here. These are people who think about this school. As we are doing this one today, something already is in the pipeline. not because we have a governor that is working. You know, when you see somebody that is working, you want to support. Is that also? We are motivated to support. And that is what is motivating the old students. In support of the government, let us see that this school, the vision for which this school was created, that it is achieved. When Canadians bought this institution here, sorry, Mr. Bogosi, he came all the way from Canada. They were the ones that came to start this. There was a vision, but we deviated from that vision. But we are going back again to where?
The vision.
I want to read the speech from the president of the Association from North America. It's a very short speech, just 2.5 pages. So just listen attentively, please. The Board of Trustees, President, ESCO, and members of Benin Temple College Old Students Association North America welcomes the Chairman, Board of Technical Education, and other members of the board, Commissioner for Science and Technology, the Principal, our guests of honor, Mr. Pogosin, the first Vice Principal of the school, 1974 to 1976, fellow alumni, staff, students, media, well-wishers. We thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to grace this event. Your presence is highly appreciated. We equally thank Professor Deborah Odejimi, past President of Benin Temple College Old Students Association, 2016 to 2018, for representing the President of the North America chapter, Mr. Martin Idemudia, who would have loved to be here in person but could not as a result of the present COVID-19 travel restrictions. Brief history. Benin Technical College Old Students Association North America, also known as BTECOSA NA, started in 2011 with few friends who graduated from the school residing in New Jersey and New York metropolis. Today, this association is registered as an NG 501c non-profit organization. Our members are drawn from the United States and from Canada with the main objective of working as one entity in the interest of developing the school and building capacity among students. The association is exclusively for educational advancement and charitable initiatives. With our involvement in the school through the years, we have been able to make a difference in the lives of current and past students. Our achievements so far include the awards of scholarship to deserving students of the school, furnishing of classrooms of the old building with chairs and tables, presentation of 10,000 notebooks to all students, presentation of startup toolkits to 15 deserving vocational students, and sponsoring of inter-house sports for the past 4 years. A round of applause for Mr. Peter. We made a commitment to the state governor about 1 year ago to donate computers to the ICT Center to complement and support His Excellency, our wake and see governor, Godwin Nogegase Obaseki, in his efforts to revamping technical education in Edo State. This is a fulfillment of that promise. Our vision of the new information society is to help bridge the digital divide between the information rich and information poor, with a view to increasing employment opportunities and overcoming social inequalities. Today we are delighted to donate 20 all-in-one HP computers, all installed with Microsoft Office, and 2 industrial printers for the ICT Center. We understand that government cannot do it all alone, hence the need to synergize. We are committed to doing more for our alma mater. Thank you and God bless you all. Mr. Martin Idemudia, President, Itekosa NA. Thank you for your time.
I think we should give a hand of applause to and also I would want the representatives of the Tekosa NA here to give them the same hand of applause. What we are doing here today to those in the north of America. Well, I think good presentation and good work done. But I would also say, first let me use this opportunity to thank Old Students Association of BENIN Technical College, BENIN, though we now address this institution as Government Science and Technical College BENIN. It's all been said. But what we can only say today is that it's a task for all of us that must be done. And the steps have been taken so far. The reason why we are all gathered here is for one good purpose, which has to do with students' affairs. Aiming at is to see how we can get the best out of this college, such best that will be transferred to the students, so that as outputs for community development. And that is why we are saying at this point that on behalf of His Excellency, the Governor of Edo State, and his very good team, although it is always said that there is always a government after the government. We've seen governments in these states. Some of us have served in these states. For example, right from when it was even west to Bengal to the present Edo State. And for some of us too, our target has been how to industrialize the entity we found ourselves. And right now in the world of computerization, for some of us who have also been along the line of what those of you that are closer from North America is doing, is to see what we can do for our community, not especially what the community can do for us. That walking along this same line of old sayings from those who they have actually, by way of listening to them, let us learn to see what we can do for our communities. Like what we are doing today is an answer to that call. We might make reference to John F. Kennedy of the United States of America, for some of us happen to be privileged Americans. And for years we've been seeing all we can do to see that whatever we have gained is transferred into our self-development in our communities. Yes, much has been said about the government. It is no longer news. It's no longer a new thing. The only thing we have for our government should be prayer. Let me use this opportunity to thank all those who have contributed, because we were eager to see a continuation. Because whatever we have as a foresight, a blueprint, will only come to fulfillment if we are able to continue. We no longer want a situation in Nigeria where there is a break in programming. So I want to thank you on behalf of the government and the team that have deemed it fit that we should make Edo State great again. What you are doing is a contribution to making that a fulfillment. We thank you once again. But let me use this opportunity again to say that, of course, Government Science and Technical College BENIN, since I resumed office, it happens to be a focus point. The reason is that even though my principal is still here, we've been one of those who have always tried to see what we can do so that our science and technological know-how is developed. I'm a physicist and a chemist, and as a result, this place is one place we have for our focus. We have a lot of equipment now that you are given to us. I'm aware of a lot of things that you have done, and we might say at this point, although it was in the literature, that Oliver Twist did what?
Ask for more.
So we are still using that opportunity to ask you for more, because the job is not completed. It's a continuation. But since I came to office, as for this college particularly, I'm happy to meet the principal and the team of staff I have here. Because as you are bringing these things to us, for example, I'm trying to see what we can do now from the board, so that what you bring in here, because security of it is the most paramount. Apart from the fact that the students for which these things are now brought in here, these materials they are supplying, they are all for your use. Teachers, students, relationship. Of course, we started meeting as a board with the school authority, as teachers, and very soon we'll be meeting with a lot of the students. There's one thing missing in this country for so many years, which is maintenance culture. I think since I resumed office, I've been coming here to tell my teachers, tell the students, that all we need to imbibe right now with the dispensation in Edo State is maintenance culture. Because all these things, we know what it costs to build up a computer sector. I wouldn't say that. And by the time we have opportunity to use them, if we do not maintain them, what happens? It goes back. So at this point, I know there are representative students here. Teachers are also here. I know very well that with what we did here, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? We are resuming fully with this college for our own board interest, to see that all that has been provided for the school is properly monitored and taken care of. And again, to the essence of it all, what will be the output? We know that teachers have been working, students have always been coming to use this opportunity to thank you as teachers who has the responsibility of taking care of these students. But in all, supplies will continue to come. We need to be able to take this job as our own job, teachers. Because if the computers are brought there and they are not used, what happens? The essence of bringing them, will it be achieved? So please, it's a task for all of us. While those at the other end, the North Americans and all other old students, I know that this is a section that has been introduced, so much has been done, we are still expecting more. So teachers, you can no longer say now that you don't have equipment to work with. I know we have in Edo State, I've gone through all the schools, the bulk of the equipment for technical and scientific takeoff is right here in Benin. And so please, as we appreciate all efforts by all students and all those that will contribute, it is the responsibility of our teachers to hold on to the ethics. I have been a teacher, I'm still a teacher. I see myself as somebody living all my life as a teacher. And as a result, even right now what we are doing, you see the teaching profession that seems to have been relegated to some extent is being what? Upgraded. But again, before I came to this position, I used to say it's we teachers who have brought ourselves to the level we are. Never in my life agreed with any person from any profession that you are greater than me. Because I taught you as a doctor, I taught you as an engineer, I taught you as a pilot. Whatever profession you think you are, I taught you.
For example, all science and associate professions, if I meet them in a forum, I will tell you, when I was a physics teacher, if I don't mark you as good in physics, you can't do medicine. Can you? No. And if I did not mark you as good in physics, can you do engineering? No. What related course are you going to talk about? And yet you call me a teacher. So teachers, let us take that profession. Is it more than good, man? What is more than good? What is more than good? Huh? What is more than good? Diamond. Okay, what is more than diamond? Jesus. Okay, let's take it like that. Take the profession, even if you look at Jesus, what was he? He was what? A teacher. So Jesus Christ has come through you. Do it as Christ has said. The Prince of what? Always doing what? Good. So if you do your work as a good disciple, we do hope that in time to come we will get the best out of this holy ground on which we are all standing. What a thank you. So what else will it be now? We don't know the talking. We want you, sir, as the pioneer. Should I not? Am I right in it? Yes. So we will want you. I said the words of our elders are what? Wisdom.
Members of the Board of Governors. Thank you for giving me permission to sit. As a matter of fact, at the age of 84, by now, I should have been taking my lunch. So that's why you see me a little bit wiggly. I thank you for bringing me here to witness this wonderful occasion. October last year, this same association took me from Benin here to Toronto. To be present when they were launching the program that is being delivered to this. And they quartered me in a hotel. And they poured echo me on me. I told them they are giving me a gold on my head. That my little cane and my sound voice at that time propelled them to become what they are. And nearly all of them wanted to see my face. And that's why they made it possible for me to be with them in Toronto. If I tell you that over 30 years I've not come across this area, you will not believe me. What am I looking for? These are the beautiful roads we used to drive in those days. But today, I was shocked. Like the chairman of Board of Governors has just said, we lack maintenance culture. Starting from that road, coming down here. I used to drive my 404 through. Every 10 minutes or 5 minutes, I'm at the express road. But today, it takes you that long time to get there. What I want to say here is that we are most grateful that God has given us the
good health to witness this, that the little matches we struck in those days is now bold to become a greater. All the young men behind me, I only know them. If any one of them says, sir, you are our vice principal. Here they are. Today they are giving a support to the association 74, 75, 76, who have done wonders to revitalize this college. We are no more playing the politics of you cannot be a principal, you cannot be that, which we did during our period of the BENIN College, built by the Canadians. We forgot many things, so we neglected very many things, which were put in place to make progress of the school, because we were fighting for who is to be who and what. But today, the whole thing has changed. And I thank God for the old students of this college, especially those from the North America, and the home base that is supporting. One Peter Kojo Okomji called me a few hours ago from London. He too has been, is an old student from this college. A very powerful member who continues to do many things to see that this college moves forward. We are happy that the program is gradually changing, and I'm very, very sure that in due course this college will be a beehive of activities for even trade artisans downtown who will want to upgrade themselves. They will come here for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 6 weeks. I will have envisaged many, many years ago through the National Board for Technical Education, which I was a contributor to programs that must industrialize our nation. We cannot rely on white-collar jobs. It is a skill that develops a nation. And that skill, we must provide it for our people. And I'm grateful to all of you present, the teachers, that you look forward. Your reward is here. I've just told you a little bit of mine. Even the students I taught as principal at Sapele Technical College, every now and then I receive telephone calls from them. So we cannot forget you. We thought you were a wicked principal. But we now know that we were looking forward to our future. So as a teacher, if you think that you can pet a child to love you, no. Tell that child the truth. The discipline he must follow. So let him know that it is future you are talking about. Not just 1 + 1, 2 + 2. Teach them as you will teach your own children. Therefore, I'm more than grateful. I will continue to pray that God will remember in His mercy, able to know the location of every one of you and grant you wellness, grant you peace, and grant you prosperity. Amen. To enable you move this college forward. Thank you very much.
Let me say it once again. The words of our elders are what? Words of wisdom. Mr. the chairman, sir, the representative of America, veteran VP, God bless you, sir. One of our students will give a vote of thanks for the items that are presented. Once we meet here now, we are going to do the presentation proper. So, Mr. Salami, you have the floor. Are you Mr. or Master? Master.
My name is Alumni. I'm a student of Government Science and Technical College, BENIN City, the ROTV department, radio and television. My name is Alumni, a student of Government Science and Technical College, BENIN City, the radio and television department, vocational 2. I would love to use this medium to welcome the Old Boys Association America chapter to our school, Government Science and Technical College, BENIN City. On behalf of Government Science and Technical College, BENIN City, I would love to say thank you for the donations of 20 desktop computers, the photocopier, and the printer. With these devices, they will help us, the students, to increase our information and communication technology among us. With these devices, we can have practical sessions based on the information and communication technology, which is a fast-growing communication means now in our modern day. We, the present students of Government Science and Technical College, BENIN City, would love to follow the footsteps of the America chapter Old Boys Association and do more for the school in improving the efficiency of the school as it is. Old Boys Association America chapter, Government Science and Technical College, BENIN City says thank you.
We'll proceed. The principal will lead us as we proceed to the.
We are going to the presentation now, where the computer has been donated by the North America Old Boys from BENIN Technical College, Old Boys North America. So we are going to the school library now for presentation. One love. So all these are Old Boys Association. This is not Photoshop. This is BENIN Technical College. This is not Photoshop. So. Yeah, this is the library computer donated by the North America Old Boys Association, North America, 20 inbuilt computer. So, giving back to the society. Government cannot do everything alone. Yeah, from here, man. Yeah, they will have a tool here. Yeah, yeah, this is part of it.
It's from here.
Yeah, right from here. Far from here down.
The old students will find out. Because I would want the old students to come up with let's just have the backdrop is outside. How will you be able to cover this? It's like all these presentation.
Yeah. So what we're going to do?
Let's join them. How we can cover it.
You join them. Don't hand over this. You go there.
Tell power better than this, so that you can see everything from here.
The president will stand with you.
So there's a computer. Only one computer, 20 computer.
So for the formal commission presentation, Madam will.
Please let's open up so that we can take them with this. Please. Alumni, you have to join them. So I can give us chance here. Let's take prayer. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to my way. Where you go? And then I 30th of October 2020. As an every month after now, we see man for Kulumana vote on me. Third you and my Yamuga in Manana. And I remember return. I didn't more. They are people. Muji Yapon. Not going to wait BENIN at the new technical college. Yana we do where a man or mama bon de la senior. Yana you Magari Manave and Yare weapon at Canada, North America. Yana the way in Nokia, very you get a carry Domino Sana the way myself will tell you. I'm not the way of power women, not here, but you know where I say. Obaseki na olutu ogima remember a governor ige mi no do no obe no yaro na ya mi atomo oge emo kati ebe enwe na le na do na we no enwe no go ni mate technical based science. Hey, Monana, where the governor who okay is here. Igo Yamel, Etia, the government, and I'm not computers. yana be ubie anya bi azie Benin Technical College keke ni wana de go ni le nu aya de ni na to la fun yo èmi ò lè máa nu wà una wà di emanya òpè abẹ́rẹ́ ọ̀pọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ èmọ̀ ni wéde ya lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ nọ̀mà ọ̀rà sùwà lórí wà gbogbo àrẹ̀ bọ́ bá dọ́lẹ̀ lórí ọba wẹ ọmọ náà gbìyànjú dọ́lẹ̀ lórí ọyàn ìwọ̀n èmi nọ̀mà náà ló tẹ́ dọ́ra sùwà lórí kéèké nu wà lílé wòtá gbìyànjú tọ́ra sùwà lórí ọba ní atọ́kè wọn yọ sílẹ̀ ẹni mata na ẹtí ni mo ẹyìn ẹmà yàtọ wàbẹ kpanya wà kẹwé bọ adé àwà náà mo di anáyẹ ẹmà mi rẹwé bọ wọn ni wà bọ mo di ẹyìn so yẹn mà lè tán ló yà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wàbẹ yàrá wà á yà sọ wà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹgbẹ́ wà á yà sọ wà wà á yí ó ma wà á yẹ ma ma gbé náà ni wà á yẹ ma ma àbẹ mi wí kẹ́ ẹ náà pàánù wà náà lè do owó mi ò nù àròtẹ́ tó náà èdìọ́n ìwàsí ló tẹ̀lé ọ̀rọ̀ àfíàndó wà lánà àfíàndó ní ọ̀rọ̀ sí mọ̀ lánà ọ̀rẹ́ wọn náà gbé ọba rà tọ́kùn ẹ̀ Esse é um local de uma normal assim, Maria. Aí, mano, I agree. And I also have a Èmi sọ̀sùn nù wọ́n bàbá yẹn tẹ́ni o ẹ̀ mọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ìwà làwọn ẹgbẹ́ o. Mana nove ka. Please, if you can share so that everyone knows where is the president? Please, box these things and let's share it. He who brings scholar brings what? Life. Good life for everybody. Amen. With what we have done so far, I wish to say that we quite appreciate what has been presented to us here today, and I, on behalf of the governor and his good team of governors, on behalf of other members of the board for technical and vocational education, I declare these instruments that have been provided to us open for use. We thank every one of you present in this. Yes.
On behalf of the Coastal North America, Canada, I present these 20 pieces of computers, the printer and the photocopier to BENIN Technical College, now Government Science Technical College, for use. I will hope that the students will get to benefit from this. It is not to be locked up. It is to build capacity. It's open for students to use. I will pray that the purpose for which North America set out to deliver this computer, that they will be met and exceeded in Jesus' name.
Amen. I want to thank you for all that you have done on behalf of the FOSA NA, and on behalf of the state government. We receive what has been presented to Government Science and Technical College BENIN today, and we promise that we will make good use, and especially we will use all available opportunities to invite the maintenance. But we do expect more from you. Thank you so much. What the okay? Let's open it up. Okay. It's a way. Where do you have any
So, talk to the people.
We thank the Old Boy Association for the tremendous work they have been doing, giving us this computer sets and the printer. They really didn't fit that this is their alma mater. Look at their faces. They're all smiling and happy, and I'm very happy for them to remember their old first vice principal of the college. So I thank them for assisting the state government. We know the state government have started building something, and the state government is doing well. For them to contribute, we thank them very much, and we wish them long life and prosperity.
Well, I'm the director of admin in the school. I want to say I am grateful to our old students for providing these computers to the school. In fact, this is not the first time. They have been supplying equipment. They have been helping us with books, even chairs and tables. So I want to say thank you very much to all of them, because they as they finish, they didn't forget their alma mater. They have been here. They have been contributing to the well-being of our students. So I want to use this medium to thank them very well. And also to thank our governor, our able governor, who has shown so much interest in this school. He has really helped us make the whole place beautiful. And with the teachers, we are happy. We are all happy. Students are happy. So we appreciate our great governor, Governor Nogara Selbaseki, for the great work he has really done in this school. God will continue to afford him, bless him for us. In Jesus' name. Thank you.
The principal of Government Science Technical College, BENIN City. I want to first and foremost thank His Excellency, for giving this wonderful environment for every stakeholder to strive. Because if not for his good governance, all this celebration today would not have been taking place, because we know that this school was neglected to the doors being. And since he came in as the governor, even in 2006, when the memorandum was reached that by the Technical Board for Technical Education, that technical colleges in the state to afford for effective accreditation, that they should recruit, that the Ministry of Education should recruit 204 teachers to fill the vacant position in all technical colleges. And now the former students of association of this college, North America, they have done a great thing providing us with these 20 computers. We assured them, as the chairman rightly said, that what we need is maintenance culture. We will provide corrective maintenance and preventive maintenance. We will ensure that the students, who as the end users, will benefit immensely of this computer. They will use it and all of them, they will use it to teach the computer HOD of computer session. Must ensure that all students, they make judicious use of this. And we thank them because it has not happened in any institution in this state. For within 2 weeks, within 2 months, the Europe chapter and North America chapter, they have provided us with 30 sound computers and 3 printers and library equipment from England, from North America. We thank them, and God will continue to bless them. All their endeavor in abroad will not be thwarted by the present global epidemic. Amen. So we pray that they will be there, and God will protect their children, and God, they should not relent, and God will continue to bless them in Jesus' name.
Amen. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. So please, the whole world wants to hear from you. We're live streaming now, so they want to hear from you. Please introduce yourself and thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. I am Honorable Prince Monday Eson, the Chairman, Board for Technical and Vocational Education here in Edo State. And we are here today for a very special occasion of the Benin Technical College Students Association, North American Sector, otherwise called BETECOSA NA. I'm very happy as a board chairman to see that we still have some of us, especially these old students of this college, who deem it fit that there is need to contribute to community development. In spite of the fact that all of us have had the opportunity to go out of our various locations, travel to different parts of the country, but I think it is time, especially for those of us in diaspora, to be much like BETECOSA NA is doing in Edo State presently, to try and see how we can look back to see how we can develop our communities ourselves. Like I used to say, the Americans are not coming down here to do it for us, not the Britons. We Nigerians will do it for ourselves. So it's a good thing I'm experiencing today. And I want to thank all BETECOSA membership all over the world that what you have done so far, God will continue to bless you.
Thank you, sir. So we appreciate you. So as an old boy, I'm also old boy.
That's okay. There's nothing we can do. But on behalf of the other old boys,
yes,
I think it's a pleasure, being with you people. We hope to meet as we have started to tread this path for greatness. We will have more opportunities to us.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
well, sir. So my people all over the world, now you see that the governor is working. So our own is to join hands with him to carry the state forward. So I want to appreciate everyone being an old boy of this school. I am so glad with what I saw today. It's a sign that something good is happening in our city. So that's why we are calling for peace and unity. Our property will be saved, our property will be secure, and we trust God we will make progress. I also have here my brother, my pastor, Bessie Eribo. I want him to talk to us. So, sir, talk to the world.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited to be part of this Benin Technical College Students Association, North America. With this donation, I'm very close to the chairman of the board for technical and vocational education, Prince Monday. So together we've been on television for quite some time now, and we've always advocated community development from the grassroots. And if the people have what they are doing, they'll be better empowered to contribute to societal development. And that's exactly what this opportunity is. And also the appreciation for what the governor is doing in Edo State. He has invested so much in vocational and technical education, so I'm sure all of this partnership is coming as a result of what he has done. So we appreciate all the old students wherever they are in the world. We really thank them for what they have done, and we'll continue to urge that the partnership should not just stop like this. There should be more technical input, technical support, especially support for the teachers too, so that they are empowered to be able to bring the latest skills, you know, to our students, so that wherever they find themselves, they will excel. So big ups to all the students. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So my people, my name is Apostle Alfred Oyunusa Tokamasibi. You know, I'm a lover of good things. So thank God for the computer that have been donated to this school. So this is not Photoshop according to Shomole. This is not 3D. This is confirmed. So I'm not gonna say this is not 3D. so this is the school. Hello, madam. So one of the old girls associations, so she want to talk to us, so talk to the world, introduce yourself.
I am Mrs. Omorogbe. I graduated from the school 1992.
Wow,
one of the
small
students
girl.
of Elizabeth University. And I've been on ground to help the North American and the England chapter of the old students of this school, to help install all this system and bring them to the school, to run the program the way it has been. We're happy that these things are happening to our alma mater, and we want more. We also want to do more so that the students can gain from everything. I want to say thank you to our old students, our seniors that have been doing well. We appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, our people. Very much, and we appreciate God. The governor has created an enabling environment for things to go well in our state. So we bless God that we are part of the success story, that we are part of the success. Father is here, so let me quickly interview our grandfather, the grandfather. Daddy, please, the whole world want to hear from you, our grandfather. So please, the whole world is on live streaming now, so talk to our people.
Oh, this is a wonderful presentation of computers by the COSA students who had school here many years ago and decided to share a little bit of their gifts and brought things to the alma mater. May God locate them in the places where they are and grant them wellness and grant them peace and grant them prosperity to enable them to do more for our teeming youth. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
May God bless you.
Amen. Thank you, sir. Sir, please talk to our people.
Thank you very much. I want to appreciate the old students of this great institution for what they have been doing. Sometime in August, we received some set of computers. Today, we are here again receiving computers. So I want to thank them and to say to them, like the chairman said during his address, that Oliver Twist will always ask for more. We're asking for more to support the giant stride of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of the state, Governor Nowhere Obaseki. It's not that though the government has not provided computers, but this support will make the school to have a lot of computers. Yes, this school, we are going to use it as a model. The first member of the board, we are using this school as a standard in the whole of South, and of course in the whole of Nigeria, so as a base for export technically oriented students to other parts of the country. So that's why today, as we speak, in BENIN Technical College, all the equipment to upgrade our workshop, we have received them. We are even introducing new courses like cosmetology, garment making. We are introducing them, plumbing that were not there before. We have been introducing that. The government, it is the dream of the government to replicate what we have here in every local government in the state. But right now, we have 5 technical colleges, and by the special grace of God, the 5 technical colleges they have work standards. Thank you very much for the great job that you are doing. We appreciate you all.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So my people, this is the great school. So, as part of the Old Boys Association, so this is the school. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. God bless Edo State. God bless the governor. God bless the donor of this computer. Long live every one of us. God bless you. My name is Chairman Apostle Alfred Oyunusa. I'm a lover of progress. Tokan Asibi. So, see you guys later in the day. God bless you.
Abeg, help us share this video to friends and family. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, abeg, try make you subscribe so that make you for dey current with the things wey dey happen for Edo State. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.